This computer. Hello and welcome to Stadia Party Chat Podcast, episode 5. I'm here with my awesome co-host Sebastian. It is June 27th, my dad's birthday. Happy birthday, Dad. And yeah, hello Sebastian. How are you today?
Hey, good yourself. Hello, everyone. It's like
Doing
a
well,
nice
thank
day
you.
out. Yeah, that's good.
Oh yeah, it's a heat wave for sure. I think we're hitting 29 where I'm at in Toronto here.
Yeah, that's crazy, huh? Jeez. Well, at least it's feel like summer now, so
Yeah, and it's hard to stay in and play the games, but we're still getting out there and we're still grinding away at Destiny, mostly in the evenings these times. But what have you been up to this week? What are you playing on the cloud?
so I play some Destiny. I just like finished my Hunter to like get up to 1320. So now my character are 1320 and I finished some of the last season quests on that character because I didn't finish it either. But yeah, just play a little bit, get like some pinnacle, try to get some good loot, see if I can get some good drop. I play I did some of the moon challenge there, the seasonal challenge yesterday, where you have to do some lost not lost sector, but like some activity on the moon with bounties. And I was able to run into the what do you call it? The
Sora's
this
Harbor?
yeah, so and then I was able to get the blasphemer twice. I
Oh,
got one
damn.
good roll on it, yeah, so it wasn't too bad. At the same time, I was doing activity like patrol and stuff like that. Still like working on certain triumph and also yeah, the Umbral Engram triumph, which you have to do patrol and other activity like that. So yeah,
What
that
does
was
that
pretty much it.
blasphemer roll with? Are there new perks or
I don't know if there's new perk, but like the one I got was for like when you have like 4 headshot or 4 precision hit, you get ammo back. And then like there's another perk, I think it was Vorpal on it, which is not too bad. I will have to look. I'm not sure if it's Vorpal, but I know like the perk was like pretty good. So I was like, I'll keep it because I had a good blasphemer before it got sunset. So now I got to refarm it, right?
yeah, I've never been back to get a new blasphemer. So that's a good point. I should get one. I always just rely on the heritage, I guess. It's
Yeah,
it's a very good slug shotgun.
exactly. It's very good. Yeah. So that was what happened. What about you, Rudigs?
Well, today I was grinding before this podcast, the lost sectors, trying to get me a good helmet roll. And luckily enough, right before I was getting off to do this, I ended up getting a great, like, just high mobility, recovery, and intellect wormhusk crown. So I was happy
Nice.
for that on my hunter. The master empty tank lost sector is like I have those songs drilled in my head now. I just want them to stop putting legendary and master sectors in there because I keep hearing the DJ booth, all of that sound, like those music, the country, the like I can't do that lost sector anymore. I got my helmet, I'm done.
That's funny.
But GMs are back, and I want to give a shout out to Shinobi and Rusty Bear. Thank you for helping me get through the one of the most difficult GMs. Our strategy, in case you guys out there are wondering how to get past this, would be 2 shade binders. Those turrets, just keep chaining those turrets. Charge with light mods like the firepower to keep those grenades back up and coming, 100 discipline, eye of another world, a great exotic to have because it keeps those grenades coming back really quickly. And believe it or not, we had 2 wither hordes and then a chaos reach with those grenades that also did overload. So we felt well prepared. It was a 3 warlock strategy. So not, I guess, everyone's go to, but it seemed to work. We were able to use the Wither Hordes to take down the boss because they actually go through the shield and then just do gradual damage, especially since we had, I believe it was Rusty with Breach and Clear. So automatically we're doing much damage. It's just you gotta be able to have those turrets in the middle, in between phases when you're dealing with 4 champions and a Hydra. Because if you don't have the turret like freezing everything around you, you're just gonna get overwhelmed. And that's what happened as I tried to help a couple others through that GM. It is a very difficult boss phase, how many champions they throw at you, and those overloads just don't stop for anything. So very tough, able to get it done. I did not get an adept plug 1. Come on, Bungie. Like, what's with the drop rates? But I mean, it was never really a weapon I was really going for. I like the high impact frame for fusion rifles, and so far I've only seen that from the Christmas one. So other than that frame for fusion rifles, I haven't really found a great use for them.
Mhm. You're talking about the Glacio something?
The Glasioclasm or the
Yeah.
Christmas fusion rifle. That's the only high impact fusion rifle that I've really seen out there.
Yeah.
And yeah, I mean it's amazing for PvP. And I guess I don't use, other than the, what is it, the Bastion, I don't really use fusion rifles all too much. The Vex Mythoclast, big disappointment. I tried to hype it up and play and have fun with it, but it just wasn't there. But moving on, other than that, we did the Oracle Challenge. Pretty simple one this week.
Yeah.
Rotate on the oracles. So everyone, you take an oracle and then you move through every rotation. So you'd move to the right to the next one. So L1 would go to L2 and so forth. And you'd have one position that covered 2 oracles. As long as you never shoot the same oracles throughout the whole phase, you get the double chest. So fairly simple. I used a xenophage myself. I don't think I ever took it off.
Yeah, same here. Xenophage is the way to go for that. Like it's simple, and you
Yeah,
can get the sniper with the Xenophage. So
exactly. Nothing too challenging about that. We did post a video on the run. It is the full run, but we are looking to make shorter videos, so watch out for those coming soon, hopefully on the next challenge. But yeah, check out our full run. It's good to see us run through the whole thing, and you can learn from the very best. That's Rudigs and Nads here.
yeah.
Well, that was an interesting challenge. I look forward to next week's, and that should be the Templar, and I believe the challenge is not letting him teleport or allowing him to teleport, not
Yeah.
blocking it.
So it's just gonna be more annoying than anything else, but I think you can still do damage after you teleport, but if like the person with the relic has his super, you can just blast it again on the boss and then keep shooting. You don't need to wait for the oracle to spawn back up, I guess. So
Yeah, you could almost have 2 people on oracles and 4 people on damage
mhm.
almost. But yeah,
Yeah.
we'll see how it goes next week. Tuesday's coming up. Uh, other than that, this week we did jump into some Division. Now with Ubisoft Plus, we get all of the extra content. So it was interesting to hop into the New York DLC, that helicopter that was sitting in front of the White House for a while, that I never got to jump into. So that was good. We checked out New York. It was more exploration in the very beginning. It took us about an hour before we met up with the first boss there. And then Nads with his firepower shotgun took him out pretty quickly.
Yeah. So like I finished a Warlord of New York and I played the last season. So I got the Scorpion shotgun, which is amazing. It create like effects on the enemy. So like it just create different effect on which round you're shooting with or how many time you're hitting the enemy. So that was like I just run with that all the time now. It just destroy everyone. It's pretty good. And the range on this thing, you can't compare with Destiny 2 like shotgun where like there's no range on the shotgun. This one has range like over 100 meter. Like it's just ridiculous. But yeah, it's a good gun to have. And then yeah, no, that was good to go back into it. I like this game. I like the what do you call it when like I see your screen in the bottom corner. That
Oh,
feature, I almost forgot about it. When I jump on that, I was like, oh yeah, we got that feature. They should add that to more game. Like I know Ubisoft is supporting that so much, but more games should have it on Stadia. It's a great feature.
Stream Connect. That's
Stream
what it is.
Connect, yeah, that's a fun one to have.
Yeah, I
And
mean, I would love to have it on everything, but unfortunately, we only have it. I think it is on Breakpoint and
yeah,
Division 2. I don't know if it appears anywhere else.
it's pretty much all the Ubisoft game.
Well,
It's appearing on.
I was on Wildlands and it's not on there.
It might be in the settings. Maybe you need to
Oh,
activate it in the settings because it was
maybe.
the same thing for Ghost Recon. You have to activate it in the settings of Ghost Recon for Breakpoint. So, no, we can look into that.
Connect on Stadia. Okay, well, we'll see. Cool. Well, other than that, Destiny was dropping their weekly thwob this week, if I'm not mistaken.
Yep, they have their TWAB. Not much happening really this week. The big thing was that like it was just like the tower is getting darker. Like if you have jump on this week, you'll notice the blights from the Taken. So they're all appearing everywhere. The big changes coming up is that they adding back the weapon from the moon and some more from the Dreaming City. So one I'm excited about is the Arc Logic. It's a 600 RPM auto rifle. I remember having a good roll on that one. It's a great weapon to use. And they're talking about the Lullaby being like very good because it's a 120 RPM. So apparently those are the meta for the season. So quite interesting. They just revamping them with like some new perk. The perks are like, tunnel vision, trench barrel, frenzy, eating up, like all the new one that we got. It's gonna be varying on the different like weapon. And for the Dreaming City weapon, we're only getting 3. So there's gonna be the Tiger Spite. I think that's an auto rifle. Then the Twilight Oath, which is a sniper, and a bit the return. So that's the sword. So some new weapon. That's good. They're not new technically. They just like revamped them because they're all sunset. So that should be interesting. Also, we got the Iron Banner coming up this week. So that's going to be another chance to get some of the good armor piece or get any good weapon. And that's pretty much it. Like that was the big thing. Apparently they're doing some store and rewards update, and there's some issue with PC frame rate update. So apparently some issue for frame rate. We don't really see that on Stadia. So yeah, that's pretty much it. One thing I wanted to add to this is that also like we have like the Iron Banner coming up the week after on July 6th. We're gonna get the Solstice of Hero and also the Vault of Glass difficulty option, which is gonna be able to do the master option. So that should be interesting. I wonder what the loot's gonna be for that. I know there's a triumph for it, so yeah, I don't know about Solstice of Hero, how it's gonna be. Probably gonna be the same thing as last year. Not much change. Who knows, right? So that's it for the TWAB. And that's what's for the news for this part. One thing I wanted to talk about in regards to Destiny 2 was um, the wish 15. So if you haven't had a chance to watch this video, just look it up. Ivan F 1997 made that video about the wish 15. a couple days ago, and it's in regards to like the theory behind it and the story, like of what people try to do to figure out the Wish 15. Very good video. Like this guy's amazing. But like there's a new theory, and I saw like other comment like a little bit everywhere on Reddit and other places online, and it makes sense. So the theory is that it could be within season 15, so the next season, or like in the next DLC, the Witch Queen, because apparently for the Witch Queen DLC, it was supposed to come out at the same time as season 15. I don't know what's gonna happen because it got delayed. Don't know if it's gonna affect the story. But at the end of the day, within the Witch Queen, they're planning to stop the curse of the Dreaming City, so it might be related to that. Maybe that's the Wish 15. Also the other thing like that got noticed is that the Triumph has been added to the code recently. Once you're recently looking up at the light.gg, it was added on in season 12. So that was a couple seasons ago. So why is that? Maybe it's gonna be an actual wish we can find somewhere, maybe in a new area, who knows, right? So there's a lot of conspiracy about that, or theory about what's gonna happen. The other thing is that people still think like Last Wish, the raid itself, was a Wish 15, but why there's the API for, or the code appear within the like the game, it's like very interesting. So yeah, what's your thought on that, Ricardo?
Well, I've been looking for Wish 15 up and down, but I have not come across it yet. I thought that the hunt for the wishes was extremely exciting to watch unfold. I'm a little bit jealous that I was not part of the Destiny community back when Last Wish was released. Finding those wishes and the hunt and looking up and down every level to find these plates. I mean, the one in the cutscene or the one on the back of the door in Titan. I mean, it just seemed like a really cool experience to have. I am a little bit frustrated at Bungie's response when they were asked directly if this was simply a troll or if it was a real thing, and the Bungie director simply responded saying, "Can it be both?" But it can't be both because it's either real or it's not real. So what is it? And now with this API being released and there is a triumph for it, I mean, come on, like what is going on here? Um I need this Wish 15. I'm personally think that Wish 15 will unlock master mode. So I could definitely see that coming our way. And it's a perfect place to put it would be next season, in the season of the foreverness, where it's going to be predicted to be 5 to 8 months. I mean, just give us a 15th wish hunt or something like that. Will be very interesting to see what they end up doing. The fact that it was added in season 12 makes me think, it's somewhere already. I mean, does that mean it's in Europa? Does that mean one of the craziest parts of that video was the fact that to find one of the wishes, you had to have a full fire team, each with 3 keys, and you had to open 24 chests to remove one blight ball, and there was a symbol. Like, insane. Who would think about that? So now it's like, well, what if you did that on a Petra's run? Is something else gonna happen?
Oh,
Like,
geez.
I don't know. I don't know, but it's very curious. I like the mystery. I'm all in. I hope that we get some sort of, I mean, that oracle noise that happened in Last Wish. I thought it was on purpose, but somebody said it was an audio mistake. I'm still not
Yeah, audio bug.
clear. I'm still not clear on that, but that automatically points me to, is it in VOG somewhere? Is that plate somewhere there that whole time and we've just missed it? But
That's just it.
it's a
That's just it.
mystery.
Yeah, it's just like you said, like they added some new stuff and then like, well, is it a bug? Is it not? And then the response from the director just saying like, could it be both? Maybe it wasn't the plan at first to have a Wish 15, and the idea was like it was the raid itself, but now they're gonna create it or something. Who knows? It might be in the next like map that we're gonna go in the DLC. Like, there's just so much, right?
But there is a triumph. Am I wrong? That says Wish 15.
So the way the triumph for the wishes work is that they were not appearing as blank or like secret. They were appearing as you unlocking them. It was what that weird thing. So there's no way to see it on game that there's like a blank spacing wish 15. But looking
Oh,
on the light.gg, the API is there. It show there it is there. And the lore, what it says about it, this one you shall cherish, Riven of a Thousand Voices. So Riven is like saying that. So I don't know. It's very interesting. That's for sure. Hopefully we can have some news about that.
yeah. I mean, give us some info on it. I mean, everyone thought that the season of the hunt was going to be the season as it was focused in the Dreaming City, but we didn't find the disc. So, I mean, we'll just keep speculating until the next season and the next season. Right now, I guess the best guess is the Witch Queen somehow has something to do with the 15th wish. But we'll look forward to figuring that out shortly.
Yeah.
Cool, cool. Well, moving on to the news of the week. If that's all you have about Wish 15, do you have any other theories in there
No,
before I
no.
move on to the news?
That's pretty much it.
Or the crows got it. I after that video, I just took like another look. I just looked around Crow. I'm like, do you have it somewhere on you? But he doesn't.
It has it
Doesn't
in
have.
his pocket or something.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, you know what? Maybe it's in Crow's room. Damn it. Now see, I want to go check everywhere.
Yeah. I felt the same way after I watched a video from Evan F 1997. I was like, now I want to look more for those those plates, but anyway,
I
it's
know
just so
it's
much time consuming, right?
it's almost disappointing I was not around for Last Wish. But yeah, cool, cool. Moving on to the first story of the week in the Stadia news cycle. Pre-order Madden for early access. So if you love football and you love playing the newest football 3 days earlier, this news story is for you. You can get the Ultimate Edition when you pre order, and that allows you for early access. So you'll get to jump in, customize your team, do whatever you do in Madden 3 days earlier than you would if you bought at regular price. So you get a lot of extra things as well. I'm not a big Madden player. I did play on the free to play weekend, but for me, it just kind of gets repetitive, and I'm not big into the soap opera that is football. I mean, there's a lot of characters behind it, a lot of moving pieces, a lot of trading. Um, I mean, I wish I could follow it, but it's a very intricate weave. So I don't follow Madden or football myself. I'm not sure about you Sebastian if you follow football, but for all the fans, I'm glad it's on Stadia.
Yeah, I'm not following f football either. Not a big sports game. I don't mind playing it with friends and stuff like that, but playing on the video game is always feel like different. I like to have like the stories and stuff like that. So yeah, but
Cool.
happy to see you on Stadia.
Yeah, wicked. I hope for the Canadians that we get some sort of NHL coming soon. Even though I'm not a big NHL person, I think it would just be a shout out to Canada.
Yeah.
So Hello Engineer is coming with State Share. The Hello Engineer saga or the Engineer saga has taken, from what I see, a Dead by Daylight path, but in a more childlike version. That's what I'm getting from these videos and reviews. So very cool. I mean, people can jump in and they can save their state and share with others and see if they can beat their times or do different unlocks and blueprints like they have in this. For me, I'm happy to see more kids titles on Stadia, and yeah, I mean, I don't have much more else to say than Hello Engineer. This news story is not directed directly at me.
Mhm. Yeah, I tried like the Hello Neighbor when it came out on Stadia as a pro title. I tried for a little bit. That was interesting. The Hello Engineer is more like about making, building something, right? From my understanding. So I thought there was more than one, if that's possible. There was not another one they came out before an Hello Engineer, something like that. But anyway, the fact they added the state share, that was a good idea, I think, because like then apparently you just press the button to like take a picture and it create a link. It can send it to everybody, and then they can try what you just did. Like some other people can try the same thing. So yeah, interesting.
Yeah, I actually never played the Hello Neighbor. I forgot that it was on Pro.
Hmm.
I should just try it to see what it looks like. I usually
Yeah,
try all the pro games.
and there's like I think an Elo engineer or another one of those Elo game, if that makes sense.
The French version, bonjour.
Bonjour.
Moving on to the next story, we have Borderlands 3. It's a free to play weekend. Borderlands is a goofy game that does not take itself serious, but very cool first person shooter mechanics. All these guns have very unique frames and abilities. You can toss instead of reloading, you simply toss your gun and it has a voice that says ow, ow, ow as it bounces and explodes to the next person. And then another gun reforms in your hand. You can have companions, you can roll in co op. It's a very cool game. My one pet peeve about this game is that the art style and the shades, they all look similar, so the background looks very similar to the ads and the enemies. Other than that, very cool gameplay. Wacky guns are always fun to play with. It's free to play with your pro membership until Monday, June 28th. It's a looter shooter, so get up your loot, have some fun, and you can pick it up for this special on price sale. Although, Sebastian, you were able to pick it up a lot cheaper because this game constantly goes on sale.
Yeah, exactly. Like many game in on Stadia, this game I think it was on sale for $10, and I had like a $10 discount, so I'll pay 75 cents for it. It's a great game, and I was the Ultimate Edition or whatever, like the old package. And yeah, it's a good game to play. Like I really like it. The other thing to add on is that it's crossplay now with PC. So if you have some friend on PC, you can play with them. I'm not exactly sure how it works. I'm pretty sure you just go to your friend list onto the game and just join them or they join you. So yeah.
Wicked. Yeah, I forgot about the crossplay. But yeah, that's always awesome. I mean, more population. I assume it's the same like raids and missions and stuff. I don't think we've gotten through the story yet, though.
No, I
So
don't
we
think we
haven't seen it
finished
yet.
it. Yeah, because I think there's a few DLC that was added to it too. So
Well, we'll get through some more Borderlands as this Destiny downtime sort of sets in right now. So maybe more to tell on Borderlands next week.
yeah.
So Krata gets bigger. Wayo, everyone's favorite crafting, making of your own games game. Um, did you ever play Krata?
I play when it was a beta before it got released on Stadia. I didn't have a good experience when it was like because I had to play on my phone and I didn't know like most of the stuff. I couldn't do video voice chat or anything like that. So that was kind of interesting. But like you can play some game like Prop Hunt if that makes sense. you just act like an item and you hide somewhere within a room, and then you get another team looking around, try to and then to find all the item or the people hidden as an item. That's a fun game to play. I play at that like in Call of Duty. So like it's always fun to play like a couple of game of that. There's like many other game you can play, and really like you can just play a game that someone created. That's the good part of it. There's like I guess it's like a fairly big community, and now it's open on Steam, so like PC player can play it. I'm guessing there's going to be a lot of people playing it. I'm not
Yes.
exactly sure it's crossplay with PC, but I imagine it would be, right?
From what I remember, it's either cross-play or it's on different platforms now.
Mhm.
Is Creta cross-play on Stadia?
Because yeah, like it would make sense because I don't think there's like
Yeah,
a
it's
lot of people.
cross-play.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah, and it's free to play on Stadia as well. So you don't even need a pro membership. You can just
Hmm.
hop right on. I mean, to me, it gives me a Roblox feel if you've ever seen or played Roblox. Um, the other thing I like about it is that if you don't want to play games or something, you can simply just like build whatever you want and turn it into a Minecraft game.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
that versatility is cool. What I didn't like so much was that the character that you controlled in these games was just kind of like bulky and weird to move. That was my one opinion. But
Yeah.
I'd be interested to jump in and see what people have created. But the news here is Second Battle Pass Mechanical Revolution is now available. So it's $9.99 in the Stadia store for the US customers and more for us Canadians. But yeah, just new stuff and cool. Creta building life.
There we go.
I built one game in Creta. It was like a jump sort of, you had to like jump on all of these different platforms to get to the end. And I built it with Canby, funny enough. I remember back in the day when Creta first released.
That's
But yeah,
funny.
that was the most I ever worked with
Uh,
Creta. I'd be interested to see what it's like now.
Yeah.
Cool, cool. Well, the bulk of the news coming out this week was Stadia arrives on multiple screens. We're getting it on your mobile browser. We're getting it now on your Chromecast with Google TV. We're getting it now on Android TV OS devices. The official support, which should have been there November 2019, is now rolling out everywhere. Um, I feel like right now we're reaching the non-beta phase of Stadia as we see this rollout happen through all devices. I feel like this should have been here day one. Um, but yeah, I mean, it's glad I'm happy to see this, and now the accessibility is everywhere. So really cool to see.
Yeah, definitely. It is good that it's like one more platform because it's quite easy. Like if you have a TV with Android like OS and you can download it, that's great. Now you just need to buy a controller or even get any controller, plug it to your phone and tether it through your phone, right? So really just give that flexibility for everybody to try it. I still feel like a lot of people think it's like there's a lag or latency issue with Stadia, and I found I play other game before on Xbox or like other console or like PC, and I still feel like there's no latency. I guess it depends on your internet speed, but like most region now has like a good internet. So I'll say like if you haven't tried it yet, like to try it. I was talking with someone this week and I was like, here you go, like you can try it for free for 2 months now. Like you refer someone, it's just free for 2 months for the person, and then you get 1 month free. And I was like, just give it a try, have a look. Like Destiny 2 is free to play, and you have Krata, there's like Pac-Man and Bomberman also, right? And also there's Hitman that has like some free stuff in it. So like there's like a chance for people to try it for free. and see like if they actually see see the issue, or like, having issue with their internet. But like so far, like since it came out, I never had any issue, or major issue, I should say. I think most of the issue was through my ISP and not with Stadia. So yeah, happy to see that happening.
Yeah, I mean, super cool. I can play on my Chromecast with Google TV now. The only the only shock to me is I usually play on a 24-inch screen, like a monitor. And when it went up to the 55-inch screen, I was like, whoa, things are really big.
Yeah, I found it's fun to play. Like I play a Jedi Fallen Order on my 65-inch TV on 4K. Looks freaking amazing. Like it's worth trying that. Like I know like it's all about the gameplay experience, but like when you put it on the big screen, like very good graphic, it's amazing to play. Yeah.
That game is like a movie. I
Yeah,
mean,
exactly.
it's a beautiful, and there rumors of another one coming soon. So hope to talk about that. I mean, I love that game. I hundo P'd it.
Nice.
So coming up on our next story, we have here Stadia sales. So at first, when Sebastian and I were talking about this, we were like, I was brushing it off. Sales, not much going on. And then Sebastian looks through it, and there's actually some really interesting stuff for sale here. So we have FIFA is on sale. So you can get the Champions Edition for 39 or 30 Canadian, $30. And that's down from $99. I mean, that's a massive price drop. The Ultimate Edition comes in at 38. Some other good sales, Madden for $22. Another big price drop. So some interesting titles. Outward, you were talking about. I have not jumped into this. It looks like there's 3 different versions here. Outward, the Soroborans, and the Three Brothers, but very cheap to get into.
Yeah, I think there might be some sort of DLC. But yeah, I've seen like other people playing Outward. It's like a survival RPG type of thing. So
This is the
uh,
game I wanted to talk about. So, Shadow of the Tomb Raider Definitive Edition. So, this game I know for a fact. Okay, first of all, it's on sale for 18.89 in Canada from 53. If I get this, it will come to Pro. It will come to Pro in July if I get this. So, I'm gonna try to hold off on getting that.
yeah, yeah, definitely. If you don't buy it like before July, it's not gonna come out in July, but then you're gonna buy it in like after like during the month of July, and then it's gonna come out on Pro in August.
Yeah, it's
They're
waiting
waiting
for
for you
me.
to buy. Yeah, they're waiting for you to buy it.
But some good sales. So check out the Stadia store if you're a pro member. A lot of titles are not full price, and some good ones for sure. Cool. So I was on the Stadia YouTube page, and we see some exciting stuff coming out of Stadia's YouTube. So the Tokyo Olympic Games 2020 dropped in 2021. So that is cool and exciting. If you like Mario Party mini games, this is the party game for you. So 16 different combinations of like these little button press mechanics. You can customize your avatars, or you can dress up as Sonic and swim in a pool against other countries. Uh, just some fun, wacky mini game party type style to play with others, especially with the new couch co-op feature we got on Stadia. Um, and also, I wanted to point out on the Chromecast update with Google TV, you can connect Bluetooth controllers now to Stadia. So
Oh,
you don't even
interesting.
need the Wi-Fi. You can just connect straight Bluetooth controllers. So I tried that out, and it worked fine for me. So interesting to see. The next video we have coming out is Farming Simulator 22 is coming soon. So grab your pitchforks, um, clean up your hose. Let's get to growing some carrots and vegetables. Exciting news coming out of the Farming Simulator world. One of the very first titles to come on to Stadia Exciting to see the franchise continue because, correct me if I'm wrong, we don't have Farming Simulator 20 or 21. We only have
Mm,
19 and then it jumped to 22.
yeah, I'm guessing they like just like wait a couple of years to release it again because so much can be changed within the farming simulator, I guess. Like you can get a new John Deere of the year maybe, but like yeah, I don't know if there's that much change. It made me think a little bit like similar to like any sports video game. The only thing changing is maybe the engine or mostly like the stats of the players, right? So I'm guessing the farming simulator, there's not much change, right? Unless they change location instead of like doing in North America, you go somewhere else where like the ground is different. Who knows, right? Yeah.
The
Uh,
ground is different.
yeah.
Ooh.
Like has different type of dirt. And I don't know. Yeah.
Yeah, but cool. Good news for all the Farming Simulator fans. Um, get out there and place your scarecrows, and 22 coming soon. So the next video we have on Stadia is the Avatar Pandora coming soon. So pretty cool to see. Still pre-rendered, no gameplay, so a little bit frustrating there. But you know what? Wicked title to come to Stadia, especially with its next gen specs. So
Mhm.
very exciting. This game will definitely showcase, like Cyberpunk did, that Stadia is a next gen platform.
Yeah, and looking into that, if they said it's gonna come out with a next gen console like Xbox Series S and X and PlayStation 5, that maybe mean that Stadia hardware is gonna get upgraded also, just like to like match with those video game coming out, right? So might not see a difference on our side, but like it might be seen like over with like the different games is gonna come out with iGraphic and the need of like having a hardware that can support it, right?
Yeah, I just hope they update that Chromecast, the UI just a little bit. Just
Ye-
give it a little bit of attention.
Yeah.
I mean, just organize the players in most recently played with, or like just don't make it so laggy when I try to scan through people.
You should be able to change a filter to say like set by name or like alphabetic order or like you say recently played.
Or
I
like
don't know.
if you're on Destiny 2, maybe a Destiny 2 filter, but anyways,
Mm-hmm.
we'll see. We'll see. So the news headlines, that's all for the Stadia YouTube channel that I scrubbed. But the Stadia news headlines we have, big news all this week was all about Chromecast, Google TV support, Android OS TV support. How great does Stadia work on the Nvidia TV? I keep seeing people are just floored with Stadia's performance. So happy to see more people adopting that. One thing that I loved, and I had to say, as a Chromecast with Google TV owner, you get these like advertisements, recommendations. They take up the full screen. Very cool to see Destiny 2 and Stadia jump in. It says play for free, download the Stadia app. Um, Pretty cool, I will say. Yeah, so the future is here. Now we have Destiny 2 on Stadia on Chromecast Google. So cool, cool, cool.
Yeah. It's
Uh,
definitely good to have like some ad there to like attract people to play more.
Yeah, I mean, I just kept seeing like Apple TV ads. I mean, it's good to see like a Stadia specific ad, which means they have like an advertising budget. I just want to see all the continued support for Stadia that I can.
Mm-hmm.
Next, we have a controller discount for people who own Chromecast with Google TV. I'm still waiting, Google. I have not received this discount. I have heard, oh, my phone just went off. No, not you, Google. But other people, I assume it's in the US, are receiving now a controller price reduction coupon if you've purchased a Google TV with Chromecast in previous months. I purchased a Chromecast with Google TV in the previous months. I want my controller discount. I don't know when that's coming, if it's coming to Canada, but I don't know. I'll
Hopefully.
keep checking my inbox.
Yeah, I know like I'm guessing it might be more an United States discount, but like there's a possibility that's coming to Canada too or other countries. So yeah, hopefully expand it more.
Yeah, and I feel like it may be coming because right now in Canada, when you go to the Google store, you see the Premier Edition still coming with the old Chromecast unit.
Hmm.
So hopefully, when they make that transition, we may see some coupons roll out. Fingers crossed. Um, but yeah, I mean, give me a coupon. I want that just black because my Founders Edition controller doesn't work anymore. So I need another black controller. But was really good. My Wasabi controller stopped working. I went through the support on Stadia, and they sent me a new one like almost instantly without me
Yeah.
even sending the old one back. I mean, they bugged me to send the old one back eventually, but yeah, very easy.
Hmm.
I like that.
Yeah, the Google support is great. I never
Now,
had any issue with them.
yeah, aside from me trying to connect the Stadia podcast, the Stadia Party Chat podcast YouTube channel to the Stadia streaming, like I can't get those two
Hmm.
to be together. But yeah, well, it's tough.
Yeah.
So we have the adapters. So people are wondering, oh no, I don't want to just operate off of Wi-Fi.
Hmm.
So for $25, you can grab the Ethernet adapter for your Google Chromecast TV, Chromecast with Google TV. You can grab the adapter on and connect your Ethernet port. Just make sure you have the right cable if you want that 4K or even 1080p uh, support for your Ethernet.
Hmm. So yeah, that's good they added that because the Wi-Fi it's not necessarily recommended for like playing 4K. You might see some like it also depend where like your router is located. Like for me, it's in the basement and I'm connected upstairs. I just use the Ethernet port. Just easier. I'm using the Chromecast Ultra still. I don't have a Google TV, but it's good they added that adapter. Hopefully, like they're gonna come out with that premium edition with Google TV instead of the Chromecast Ultra. Eventually, you're gonna run out of the Chromecast Ultra, right? So.
They have to. I have two of them myself.
Yeah, I have two on myself too. So that's why I was like, I don't need a Google TV at the moment. But yeah, I might gonna give one to someone at some point.
Exactly. They make great gifts.
Yeah.
Just be careful because they get a little hot, in my
Yeah.
experience at least.
Yeah, mine too. They get pretty hot if you play on 4K for a while and you touch the puck, the Google TV, Google sorry, the Chromecast. It's like very very hot. I think there was a lot of comment at first when I came out that people were asking, is it normal to get that hot? And they're like, yeah, it's normal.
Yeah, don't
It's like
worry about it.
it's so much processing power in a little thing. And then I think the UI, the Stadia UI is just like affecting it so much. So
Yeah, really. Like, oh, I the UI is the forgotten part of Stadia right now.
yeah.
So we have our closing story from Stadia's source here. The Just Shapes and Beats The Lost Chapter coming to Stadia on July 23rd. So if you are not susceptible to seizures, this game is for you. This techno action music and rhythm game I have played through. It is super fun, and you get into the music. You're bouncing your head. You're like, oh, gotta dodge this. The bosses are like super anime. Like, it's a lot of fun for being a small little square. So seeing a new DLC, I mean, I never thought this game would receive more support. I thought, that was it, but very cool. I'll have to jump in and give my thoughts on it. The Lost Chapter. Um, will probably be some new music. Maybe we'll see some new graphics. Maybe your square will have more sides to it. Who knows?
Hmm. Yeah, that could be interesting. I haven't tried that game. I'm probably gonna have a look at it eventually. Yeah, a beat game like this. I played the Avicii game where like it's like a beat. You just follow the beat, and that was fun. I played that with my wife. She really liked. We are both fan of Avicii, so that was good to play. And I was like, well, if you like that kind of game, there's like multiple one. There's this one, and there's like another one where like it's like
Very early on, they released it. Yeah.
yeah, they had another one like this, so that was good.
Yeah. This one is like your entire screen is the play area, and the boss is like this big pink thing in the middle, and it's just kind of shooting all these lights everywhere. And you try to maneuver the square around in different areas. So yeah, I mean that is pretty cool, and we'll see that with its new DLC coming up. And yeah, before we go, big things coming in 3 days. uh I for sure will be streaming the Siege action when it comes out. But yeah, Rainbow Six Siege in 3 days. Also, what's cool is you can get Twitch Prime rewards for your Rainbow Six Siege. So day one, I'm going to be claiming that and then throwing it into my Siege arsenal. And didn't you say there was the DLC for the Canadian?
Yes, there's a DLC coming out. I'm not sure if it's gonna come out at the same time as the one on Stadia or it's gonna be coming soon. So I think the DLC add a new character. She's a Canadian indigenous, and like there's a story behind it. So that should be awesome to see as us being Canadian. So it's like good to see stuff like that. I think Ubisoft always been good with like those stories. And yeah, it's coming out in 3 days. It's just perfect. Just before Canada Day, we're gonna have a long weekend, and we're gonna play a lot of Rainbow Six Siege.
Oh yeah, watch out other people because
I don't
our
know how I gotta do. We're probably
uh
gonna get destroyed from other players that have been playing for way longer than we do.
so here's the secret strategy that I'm going to reveal to only the listeners who came and listened this long is so my brother, who is a Rainbow Six Siege like top tier gold level comp player, he said he'll come and play, and he'll just have the stream camera on me so it'll look like I'm playing, and we'll just clean up. So
There we go. That's funny.
we'll see how good I am on release. And if I'm too good, it's probably my brother.
Yeah, you should probably get him to play with us on Stadia, and then like maybe he can carry us.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, what's the problem is that he's a PS5 player, so you know that their community it's really isolated. Um, but yeah, I mean, if I can get him to hop onto GeForce Now or even Stadia to join us, that'll be cool.
Yeah, definitely. Awesome.
Awesome. Well, thank you for joining me this Sunday to do our podcast, Sebastian. I appreciate it.
Pleasure. Yeah.
For all you listeners, don't forget to hit the subscribe button, like the video, hit the notification bell for alerts when our podcast hits the air. Leave a comment. Tell us about your Stadia in your gaming life. Yeah, you can find the audio version of Stadia's Party Chat podcast on Anchor, Spotify, Pocket Cast, Google Podcasts, anywhere you can really find podcasts except for Apple. Sorry, I will get it on there eventually. But yeah, thank you to our news sponsors. I get our news from Stadia Source, the Stadia community blog, and the Stadia YouTube page. Also 9 to 5 Google. So thanks for supporting the content that we use, and Reddit. You know, I check you guys for the news and rumors as well.
Yeah. So can't wait to see everyone on Rainbow Six in 3 days. So come and play with us and increase the community on Stadia. We're also gonna be on Destiny 2 pretty much every day. So
Cool. So yeah, look out, Rudigs and Nads614. And we will have a new banner coming soon. So check that out on the YouTube page.
yes.
So, as always, I'm Ricardo Batho giving you my perspective on the cloud. Thank you and take care, everyone.
Yeah. See you guys.